When I was approached by the Director General a few days ago and asked to be a part of this activity, I responded in the affirmative without hesitation. It is true that I would not easily pass up on an opportunity to return to this beautiful country, St. Lucia, which to a large extent competes my own country, St. Kitts and Nevis. But then it is also true that there are some 45,000 compelling reasons why I should be in St. Kitts and Nevis at this time, as you've heard the ambassador say a moment ago. And so even my acceptance of the Director General's invitation and my presence here this morning were driven by much more than any sense of duty or responsibility as the chairman of the OECS. The truth is that this simple and seemingly run-of-the-mill activity, this workshop, is not attended by any fanfare or media hype, but it is truly historic and it is groundbreaking. It is truly a watershed event in the history of our organization, and I stress our organization. An event the significance of which might not be immediately appreciated, and I would not have missed for anything the opportunity to have been a part of it. I am indeed both pleased and very proud to be here, because something that we had envisioned and thought about and planned for some time is now becoming a reality. What really is the strategic context in which this workshop is being held? In recent years, the OECS has been embarked upon a process of strategic repositioning occasioned by dramatically altered circumstances at the global level. And though Dr. Ishmael a moment ago went into that background, permit me to emphasize that our own organization has had to face the reality of a world that had changed in very profound ways since its formation back in 1983, and which is still in the process of an incredible transformation. Power relationships between states are continuously being refined and redefined and revised, and the premises upon which those relationships were based are no longer of any import. Those changes and their consequences have brought home many important lessons, one of which is that the future of the OECS will depend on what we, the citizens of the OECS, make of it. We owe it to ourselves to see after our own interest, and no one, no institution, no other country or group of countries will do it for us. And so within the last few years, the OECS has been pursuing activities aimed at repositioning itself to be better able to take advantage of the opportunities which are nevertheless presented by the new global realities. These activities are being pursued on a number of levels and have been based on a comprehensive assessment of the geopolitical landscape within which the OECS is located. At one level, the organization has been pursuing initiatives aimed at transforming its premier institution, the OECS Secretariat, into a veritable center of excellence that is lean, functional, efficient, flexible and nimble, and manned by a cadre of professionals armed with the full range of skills and the aptitude to provide the support that is required to realize the development objectives of the OECS sub-region. At another level, the organization has been engaged in the more visible and better known activity centered on the design of mechanisms leading to the creation of a single economic and financial space. The dramatically altered geopolitical landscape to which I have referred and the challenges that are emerging in every sphere of our societal existence point with increasing urgency to the absolute necessity for further deepening of the level of integration within the OECS. At the current time, citizens of the OECS are engaged in an intense consultative process involving, among other things, the drafting of a new treaty, leading to the formation of an economic union. The commitment of our member states to this process is absolute, and they have so signaled by committing to the operationalization of the economic union of Eastern Caribbean states by June of 2010. At yet another level, the organization has been engaged in activities involving the promotion and the active pursuit of its own strategic interest, even while acknowledging and reaffirming the commitments and undertakings of its member states in respect of CARICOM and its internal processes. These activities are part of a wider initiative aimed at transforming the OECS into an organization which is more outward-looking in orientation and which would be more adept specifically at identifying and aggressively pursuing its strategic interest globally. And this has been motivated by a very deep appreciation which has developed within the organization over the last few years of the need for the OECS as a region to be much more progressive, articulate, and purposeful in identifying and pursuing its own strategic interest wherever opportunities present themselves. In recent times, a number of missions have been mounted by high-level representatives of our organization to undertake in different fora, particularly where the region enjoyed no name recognition before, certain strategic actions which include the following. 1. The promotion of the brand name, the geographical region, the development model, and the success story of which the OECS can boast. 2. The development of strategic alliances and partnerships. 3. The exploration of opportunities for economic and functional cooperation. And 4. The mobilization of resources in support of the OECS development agenda, and in particular, the Economic Union Initiative. These actions have resulted in a dramatic increase in the international profile and the stature of the OECS, as the Director General has a moment ago alluded to. Institutions such as the World Bank are now recommending the institutional arrangements of the OECS as a model that is worthy of emulation by small island developing states.